The time is 9 o'clock, and you're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick.
And now it's time for your CHMA News. We're broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, the heart of the Maritimes and the traditional and unceded lands of the Mi'kmaq people. Coming up in the next 15 minutes, we'll have your local news, Atlantic update, weather, sports update, and some community announcements.
This is Laura McMillan with your CHMA local news.
Happy birthday to 65th anniversary of Port Elgin Library. This library makes me feel great. And I like how Marcy over here is always feeling good about how the day's going to end.
That was JJ Patton Gallup exuberantly celebrating the 65th anniversary of the library in Port Elgin on Saturday, November 29th. Candy McLaughlin and Jean Hart were also in attendance at the 65th celebration and belong to the Port Elgin Library Book Club, which meets the third Tuesday of each month at 3 p.m.
I'm part of a book club, a local book club. We love our librarian, Marcy. She gets us our books timely, and so that's a big advantage. I love books, so that part is interesting. And you can buy a few books. Sometimes they have the sale. Book sale.
I am in the book club as well, and it's hosted here at this library with Marcy.
Okay.
I enjoy very much. When my granddaughters visit in the summertime, I bring them here for books, trying to distract them from their electronic devices.
Young David Nugent finds a lot to like about what the library has to offer.
My favorite thing about the library is all the books here, the games and the scavenger hunts, and all the fun stuff.
Do you spend quite a bit of time here at the library?
Yes.
So what are you doing right now?
We're playing a game called Doodle Road, and you draw stuff to make the card go.
And Gabriel Hamilton enjoyed his summer activities at the library.
We did spend a lot of time in the summer here.
And what were you doing? What were some of the activities you took up?
The theme was space.
And what was the favorite thing that you learned about space this summer?
That the Earth has 2 moons. One of them is an asteroid that's been with us for ever since 1960, and it's just an asteroid orbiting.
I circled back with library manager Marcy Bronson later in the week by phone. Marcy has been in the library manager role since August of 2023. I wanted to follow up on the celebration and to learn what is on offer in terms of library programming and activities.
How many attendees did you have for the anniversary open house this year?
54 community members joined us last Saturday to celebrate the library's 65th anniversary.
What programs and services do you currently offer?
The library is much more than just books. We have alternative formats like large print books and audiobooks, as well as magazines, DVDs, and CDs. If we don't have what you're looking for on our shelves, we can bring it in for you from any New Brunswick public library for free. And you can access ebooks and audiobooks on your device through the Libby app. And if you need help with that, we can provide it. The library has free Wi-Fi as well as a public access computer, which you can use for printing and scanning. And we loan objects too. In Port Elgin, we have board games and puzzles, sports equipment like a basketball, pickleball, and disc golf set, skateboards and helmets and pads. Our metal detectors are always a favorite, as are ukuleles, and we have an energy efficiency kit and CO2 monitors.
I asked Marcy about the family programming the library offers.
So in terms of programs, for youth and families, we offer a monthly creative workshop, usually on Saturdays, making things like sun catchers, lanterns, friendship bracelets. And we always have a drop-in craft that community members can make anytime they visit the library. It's family-friendly, and anyone is welcome to take part no matter their age. This month, we have a holiday card station with lots of fun and festive materials for folks to craft away with. We always have a scavenger hunt for kids who get a small prize when they find all of the images hidden around the library. We had a great time with our summer reading club, which was all about space, led by Meg Edwards. We had 56 kids registered in Port Elgin, and from June through August, we made a lot of space-themed crafts like intergalactic slime, galaxy jars, UFOs, space rocks, and planetary lanterns. And we also had story times, outdoor games like black hole frisbee, weekly scavenger hunts, and a special robotics workshop presented by Science East. In the new year, we're looking forward to starting a drop-in program for babies and toddlers and their adults, a time for little ones to play together and explore books and activities, and for parents and caregivers to make connections in the community. And in the spring, we're excited to welcome back Talk With Me for their Songs and Rhymes program for children from birth to 3 years old and their parent and caregiver. And we heard from local seniors that they would like some help navigating challenges with technology. So we're planning a program that provides support with things like smartphones, tablets, email, and social media. And we always welcome suggestions. So if there's a program you'd like to see at the library, let us know.
And where is the best place for people to find information on the Port Elgin Library?
You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Biblio Port Elgin Library. You can also sign up for our newsletter by finding our page on the New Brunswick Public Library Service website. Click on locations and hours of operations in the header at the top and find Port Elgin in the list of libraries by community. You can also call us at 506-538-9001 or email biblioportelginlib@gnb.ca.
That was Port Elgin Library Manager Marcy Bronson with information on the many opportunities one can take advantage of at the Port Elgin Library in Strait Shores. The Port Elgin Public Library, located at 33 Moore Road, is open from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, and from 12 to 3 p.m. and 4 to 7 p.m. on Wednesdays. They are closed on Sundays and Mondays. And that's it for today's local news. For CHMA, I'm Laura McMillan.
And CHMA would like to say thank you to Laura McMillan for contributing so much to our local news over the past year. Laura will be stepping away for a bit, and Clinton will be staying on, of course, and both have been with us under the Radio Meters grant. That's a community grant given up by the CRFC, well, they're not federal, but they are national, and they give out funding for community and campus radio projects, and we submitted a project grant to support our local news. And Clinton and Laura, Tori Weldon, and Katie Tower, who is currently with us as a mentor editor, have all been working with CHMA under that grant. And Laura is going to step away, but will stay engaged with CHMA, hopefully come back with some stories in the new year, especially in the Port Elgin region. It's been really great having someone represent that side of things, of the province. Of the area. So thank you, Laura, for all the incredible work you've done, and we hope to hear from you soon. And here is your CHMA Atlantic update for Wednesday, December the 10th. A new report says that only a third of emergency room patients in New Brunswick hospitals are seen by a doctor within the appropriate amount of time. A report from the province's Auditor General says the Department of Health does not have effective oversight mechanisms to ensure timely access to emergency services. The audit found that even patients with the most urgent need only saw a doctor in a timely fashion 56% of the time. The audit analyzed more than 1.7 million emergency department visits per year between 2020 and 2024. And New Brunswick's Auditor General released a report today saying emergency room wait times are consistently exceeding established targets. Paul Martin says there are problems with insufficient treatment spaces and the budget is not based on current needs. As well, he cites significant gaps in the health department's oversight and reporting mechanisms. Martin is recommending the department draft a strategy to address excessive wait times. And the Sipinakadee First Nation has banned Nova Scotia Premier Tim Houston, Attorney General Scott Armstrong, and Minister of Lino Affairs Lee Martin from its land. The First Nation near Shubenacadie calls the politicians undesirables in a news release posted on social media yesterday. The release says that a signed band council resolution declares that a Nova Scotia government has no jurisdiction on reserve lands. Chief Michelle Glasgow said Houston's government has violated constitutionally protected Mi'kmaq rights and that any trespassing on their land is subject to a $50,000 fine. And Newfoundland and Labrador will sell off its stockpile of U.S. booze and donate the proceeds to charity. The provincial government pulled American liquor products off the shelves earlier this year in response to tariff threats from U.S. President Donald Trump. Finance Minister Craig Pardee says the province will make about $1 million from the sale of the booze and will donate the money to the Community Food Sharing Association of St. John's. Manitoba announced last week that it would put U.S. booze back on the shelves to sell off for charity, following a similar move by Nova Scotia. And the New Brunswick government says a clinic expansion in Bathurst yesterday marks the 10th collaborative care centre opening this year in the province. The government says the current Clinique Médicale Centreville serves about 5,800 patients. New funding will allow the clinic to partner with physiotherapists and pharmacists and added training space next year. The New Brunswick government had promised to establish and support at least 10 collaborative care teams this year. And finally, police in Newfoundland and Labrador are reminding residents to take precautions to avoid so-called porch pirate thefts. The Royal Newfoundland Constabulary says people buying gifts online should consider having them mailed to their workplace or a friend's house if they won't be home for delivery. The force recommends scheduling deliveries if possible and installing door cameras. Police say residents should get to know their neighbors who can be asked to pick up packages delivered when someone isn't home. And that is your CHMA Atlantic update. I'll be right back with some weather.
Hi, I'm Angela, and you're listening to CHMA.
And it is super snowy out there. There was a pretty beautiful morning walking in. There was quite a bit of snow, but if you were driving, had to get somewhere, it would be a daunting task. So please be careful out there. Keep those speeds low, of course. Drive with care. Be aware of the pedestrians and other cars around you. There's, it gets dangerous out there. And yesterday, I wouldn't say a bit of a fuss, but I don't normally talk about where the the weather is observed from, but yesterday was coming in from Romeo LeBlanc Airport over in Dieppe Moncton over there. Today we are back to being observed at Nepean AAFC. Maybe they were having some issues with the weather station over there, but we're back to having readings from Nepean again, coming out of Environment Canada. So let's give a reading for what is coming up today and for the rest of the week. It's currently observed as being -4 outside and wind chills -11. Humidity is at 88% for today. Snow ending late this morning and then a mix of sun and cloud. Risk of snow squalls early this morning, about 5 to 10 centimeters in areas of heaviest snow. Wind becoming southwest 20, gusting to 40 early this morning and then light early this afternoon. High of -2, wind chill -17 this morning and -6 this afternoon. Cloudy, snow mixed with rain beginning early this evening and changing to rain after midnight. Risk of freezing rain late this evening and after midnight. Snowfall about 5 centimeters. Rainfall about 5 to 10 millimeters. Wind becoming south 20, gusting to 40 late this evening. Temperature raising to 6 by morning. Wind chill -10 this evening. There's a whole bunch of weather in there. That was for today. For Thursday, the 11th of December, rain ending in the morning, then a mix of sun and cloud, about 2 to 4 millimeters. Wind southwest 20, gusting to 40, becoming 20 late in the morning. Temperature falling to +1 in the afternoon. For Thursday night, cloudy with a 60% chance of flurries and a low of -7. For Friday, a mix of sun and cloud with a 60% chance of flurries, a high of -5. Friday night, clear with a low of -7. Saturday the 13th, sunny with a high of -2. Saturday night, periods of snow and a low of -8. Going into Sunday, periods of snow continuing with a high of +1. Sunday night, rain showers or flurries, low of -10. Flurries again on Monday, December the 15th, high of -6. Cloudy periods, a low of -13 on Monday night. A mix of sun and cloud and a high of -8 on Tuesday, the 16th of December. And that is your CHMA weather update. Now on to the sports with Brian Nielsen in just 2 shakes of a stick. Here we go.
Week 14 in the NFL schedule ends with the Los Angeles Chargers defeating the Slop.
And I believe that was yesterday, so let's try that one more time with a few clicks of a button and a push of a fader. Here we go.
2 games in the NBA. The NBA Cup quarterfinals saw the Orlando Magic defeat the Miami Heat. 117-108 means they'll be traveling to Las Vegas for the semifinals. And it was the New York Knicks defeating the shorthanded Toronto Raptors by 16, 117-101. In the NHL last night, a couple tough results for Canadian squads. The Tampa Bay Lightning defeat the Montreal Canadiens 6-1 in Montreal. The New Jersey Devils defeat the Ottawa Senators 4-3 out in Canada. The Dallas Stars defeat the Winnipeg Jets 4-3 out in Winnipeg. And in overtime, it was the Buffalo Sabres defeating the Edmonton Oilers 4-3. In other NHL action, it was the New York Islanders with a 5-4 victory in a shootout over the visiting Vegas Golden Knights. Flyers defeat the Sharks 4-1 at home. The Ducks defeat the Penguins 4-3 in a shootout in Pittsburgh. The Carolina Hurricanes with a 4-1 victory over the Columbus Blue Jackets down in Raleigh. It was a 5-2 victory for the Boston Bruins over the St. Louis Blues down in St. Louis. And finally, it was a shootout late for the Nashville Predators to defeat the visiting and NHL best Colorado Avalanche. 2 games in the NBA, the NBA Cup quarter.
Sorry about that, folks. That was Brian Nielsen with your CHMA Sports Update. Tune in weekdays at 8:30 for the live version, and then also catch it at 9, 12, and 5. And around this time, we like to jump in and check out what the municipality is saying in case there's any road closures or any of those kinds of things. So we're checking their socials and seeing what is up. And there's it's a pretty wild day out there. So please be careful going out there. But it doesn't seem like there's any announcements directly related to the weather from them or anything like that, which is a positive note. But they do want you to know about the Grab a Seat for Christmas, I'll try that again. They're letting you know about a new campaign. That's not a new one. It's they're just ramping it up a little bit. It's Grab a Seat for Christmas. Sponsor a spectator seat at the TVMCC before December 23rd and receive a 2025 charitable donation receipt. So this is trying to support the TVMCC, the Civic Center. And you can find more information at tangentmarnb.com/grab-seat. Grab a seat. And they've been mentioning that all fall because it's a very important cause. And everyone loves the Civic Center and wants to make sure that it stays well funded. They're also letting you know that Total Body Conditioning with Mimi it's back. This is an all-level fitness class and a high-energy class that focuses strength training with cardio to give you a full-body workout that builds muscles, boosts endurance. So that is for ages 16 plus, Mondays and Wednesdays at the Dorchester Veterans Community Center. It starts at 6:30 and runs from January 15th until March 25th. That's $65 for 21 classes. And you can run over to tangentmarnb.com/programs to register for that. All right, and let's take a quick look over at CHMAFM.com for our community events calendar, see if there's anything pressing coming up. And free public skating. That's always a great thing to be doing these days. And it is Wednesday, and Bagtown Brewing Company is doing trivia, and it is Christmas. Marcy and Jenna are hosting again. That is always at 5 p.m. till 9 p.m. Is that, opens at 5. Trivia at 7. That was the number I was looking for. Door cover is set as a $2.50 minimum donation with 1 drink ticket. Donations for this week are going to Struts Gallery. And, that's... There will be some special holiday bonus prizes as well. So again, that's 5 o'clock today, trivia at 7 p.m. and $2.50 minimum donation. And this week goes to Struts Artist Run Center. Film Society of this week is DJ Ahmed, and it's going to be a fun one. There's goats involved. I quite enjoyed making the promo for this one. A 15-year-old Yurok boy from the remote it says Macedonian, but it's North Macedonian village, escapes into music amidst parental expectations, societal conservatism, and forbidden love for a promised girl. So it's a great one, especially if you're into DJ culture. One Christmas Carol is coming up this Friday, and that is one actor and over 35 distinct characters in this one-man tour de force that's happening at 3 Fairfield Road. And it'll also feature Tinderbox by Eva Lucas and a stage reading of It's a Wonderful Life and Grandma's Christmas Movie Extravaganza Dinner by Charlie Reindress. You can go to Festival by the Marsh for more details on that. And it's a whole bunch of things coming out this weekend, but I'm going to let the CHMA staff let you know more about that in just a second. I'm going to let you know about the Elm Street String Quartet and the Food Bank Turkey Drive here on the Voice of the Marshes coming up now.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
We're FTA Presents, and you're listening to CHMA.
Sackville's favorite house show venue is presenting a special festive show at the Mount Allison Chapel on Sunday, December 21st. Green Slades presents the Elm City String Quartet as they play holiday classics and seasonal favorites by candlelight at the Mount Allison Chapel. That's Sunday, December 21st at 7 p.m. Tickets are $25 for adults, $15 for youth, and there's also a 5-person family pack for $70 on sale at greenslades.ca. The Sackville Food Bank has launched its annual holiday turkey drive, helping to make the season a little bit merrier for those in need in the Tantramar community. Now until Christmas, the local campaign aims to fundraise for 150 small turkeys or chickens. Those who would like to help can donate turkeys, chickens, monetary or gift card donations in support of this food drive. Plant-based options and other holiday essentials such as stuffing, cranberry sauce, biscuit mix, canned vegetables and fruits, or Christmas cookies and candy are all welcome. The drop-off is at 9B Willow Lane here in Sackville during Food Bank hours from Tuesday 5 to 9 p.m. or Wednesday 8 to 11 a.m. or at the Second Chances Thrift Store at 18 Lawrence Street on Mondays and Wednesdays to Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. For more information, you can call 506-536-4164 or send a message to the Sackville Food Bank's Facebook page. And that was your CHMA News. Please visit www.chmafm.com for more news and to sign up for our email newsletter. Funding is provided by our monthly sustainers, the Community Radio Fund of Canada, and the Municipality of Tantramar's Community Development Grant. If you have a story idea or would like to include an announcement, please write us at news@chmafm.com. All right, let's get into some music. Got Marlena Moore with Pacer, the Bar Brothers with Another Tangerine, and Andrew Bird with capital I. And that will take us to about 9:37. It is currently 8:22. And let's do a quick schedule check on chmafm.com. It is Wednesday, and it's exam time here. So a lot of our student programming will be wrapping up this week and next week. A lot of last shows for a little bit, but everyone so far seems to be returning in January. So we'll have a bit of a pause, mostly in the evening and on the even on the weekend evenings as well. But a lot of community programmers and our daytime hosts, of course, are staying on throughout the holidays. Siley is sadly stepped away from the microphone. It's taken a bit of a break from the on-air contributions here. The Voice of the Marshes has taken it's going to take a bit of a vacation until January 20th. Left yesterday, leaving today, hopefully to get out. Good luck with flying there, Siley. Hopefully all the flights are still on time, or you might have gotten out this morning, but Siley's taken a long overdue vacation back home to Mumbai to see some friends and family, and we'll be back in January, so we wish them well. And of course, Siley's incredibly important here to the Voice of the Marshes, and we're excited for them to come back. We'll miss them. I'll be jumping on the 12 o'clock show for a while. Craig is going to be also sharing duties with me when there's days that I won't be able to do it, so Craig and I will be splitting it up. But yeah, I'll be in there today. For the rest of the day, coming up at 10 o'clock, you can expect Wings, and then Eric Gohill up at 11. I'll be back at 12. Democracy Now! At 1. Sumner Pellegrini, Depar, is on at 2. And Craig jumps on the mic at 4. Maya Noel live at 5. Cool Pop Kirk Ferguson at 6. Blue Enchilada with Rupin Majithia at 7. Heart of a Songwriter with Jim and Kathy Murphy at 8 p.m. Hannah's Country Show with Hannah McFarlane at 9 p.m. and Spare Room Tunes with Sonia Noel coming up at 10. So, that's still a solid day of really great programming. And yeah, so let's get into some music. But first, a quick word about Creative Control, Vish Khanna's show on at 10 o'clock on Sundays. And we have the track Pacer from Marlena Moore coming up. And then Mavis Staples with Everybody Needs Love here on the Voice of the Marshes.
Join host Vish Khanna every Sunday at 10 p.m. for Creative Control, a show about music, culture, and more. Vish has a number of questions for interesting people who provide a number of answers. Musicians, comedians, writers, politicians, athletes, and more are featured on this regularly scheduled podcast. Tune in Sundays at 10 p.m. for Creative Control on CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick.
these miracles above. Good